see if we don't sort this out shortly, I'm going to jump off that fucking Govan we're on and get you, Mr. Murray. I'm going to fucking get you, and I'll fucking sort it out, you cunt. Come on, Rangers. We are the fucking people. No, you, Mr. Murray. We are the fucking people.
That never fails to get me, that one. We are the fucking people, Mr. Murray. Oof. She played that hammer. Yeah, maybe. Oh, come on, hold on. Oh, dear God. Calm this down. Now, the lad actually thought I'd put this one right across here. Right, the lines are open. 0141 416 1888. What is the topics for discussion? What's up for discussion, I hear you say, across the world? Well, 100 years ago, a terrible, terrible fate befell the nation of the United States of America. The Federal Reserve Act was voted into being. And, yeah, central banks. It followed the Bundesbank, the Bank of England. Central bank of control. Basically, just a way to control people, a way to enslave the masses. We're going to continue on this time. It was brought in to ensure that the masses were enslaved for all eternity. In the United States, and when obviously the American military junta decided to take its expansionist program abroad and take over Pax Britannia. So when that happened, we'll listen to this one. The rifles of the IRA.
For to take the orange, white and green bombarded Dublin town. But in 21, Britannia's sons, they were forced to learn their pay. Well, the blackened hands like lightning ran from the rifles of the IRA. Well, they burned their way through Munster and Midlandster on the right. In Connaught and in Ulster marched the men in brown and black, and they shot down wives and children in their own heroic way. And the RUC, like lightning ran from the rifles of the IRA. They hanged young Kevin Barry High, just a lad of 18 years. And Cork City's flames lit up the sky, and the brave boys knew no fear. Then the Cork Brigade, with hand grenade in ambush, waited they and the UDR, like lightning ran from the rifles of the IRA. Well, the towns they were got, taken out and shot by a brave and a gallant crew. Sean Face, see Denny Lacey, and Cumberry's gallant crew. Though we're not free yet, we won't forget until our dying day. How the SAS, like lightning ran from the rifles of the IR. Let's hear you singing in 1900. The forces of the... I can't hear you! To take white and green bombarded. But in 21, Britannia's sons, very much.
Thank you very much. So yes, 100 years ago, the illegal, illicit banking cabal of the United States of America was set up. And I'm just looking for something here. Right, 2 seconds, I need to pull something off. And the seeds for this dastardly deed were set 3 years earlier in Jekyll Island, when these banking cabalists plotted in the shadows, and they had to take their time doing it. They had numerous attempts at getting this set up, and the fact that they brought it through Congress or the Senate and it was voted through just hours before the recess, before they went on for their Christmas holidays, they forced it through. I think I'm going to phone these people later on. I think it's time to phone the Federal Reserve later on. God willing, speak to some half-wit in there. See if Ben Bernanke's on the way out. See if I can speak to him. Free the people. Free the people from the Federal Reserve, the central banks of the planet.
Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free.
Free the people. Let them have their say. Free the people. Let them see the light of day. A dismal dawn was breaking when they took her man away, not knowing what was his crime. Just what he was guilty of, not one of them could say, but they think of something in time. He says goodbye and remember, we shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Comforting her children softly crying in the night, she tries very hard to explain. You know your daddy never did a thing that wasn't right, so soon he's bound to be home again. He is a good man, and he shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day.
What does it profit him, the right to be born, if he suffers the loss of liberty? Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free. We are the people, and we shall overcome.
We are the people, and we shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Free the people, let them have their say.
A little bit of silence there from our good friends in the Noise Abatement Society. Yes, taking advantage of Congress's desire to adjourn for Christmas, the Federal Reserve Act was passed on December 22nd. Oh, there we go, we missed it by a day. Why did I say it was 23rd? Why did I read it wrong, the 23rd? Sugar me. Ah well, we missed it out a day, it was yesterday. Ah well. It was 3 days before Christmas. Well, and still in the United States of America, it's still the 22nd. So technically, yes, USA, 22nd it is, so we're still on the 22nd. So taking advantage of Congress's desire to adjourn for Christmas, the Federal Reserve Act was passed on December 22nd, 1913, by a vote of 298 to 60 in the House, and in the Senate by a majority of 43 to 25. After the vote, Congress Lindbergh, that's father of the famous aviator. This act establishes the most gigantic trust on earth. When the President signs this act, the invisible government by the money power proven to exist by the money trust investigation will be legalised. The new law will create inflation whenever the trust wants inflation. Lindbergh added, the Federal Reserve Act was and still is hailed as a victory of democracy over the money trust. Nothing could be further from the truth. The whole central bank concept was engineered by the very group it was supposed to strip of power. The world has been set for another 1929-style crash and depression. To think that the crash of 1929 was an accident or result of stupidity defies all logic. The international bankers who promoted the inflationary policies and pushed the propaganda which pumped up the stock market represented too many generations of accumulated expertise to have blundered into the Great Depression. As Congressman Lewis McFadden of the House of Banking and Currency Committee tells us, the 1926 depression was not accidental. It was a carefully contrived occurrence. The international bankers sought to bring a condition of despair here so that they might emerge as rulers of us all. It was the old game of boom and bust, using economic crisis to consolidate power at the top where it can be most easily controlled. In 1913, United States of America's national debt stood at $1 billion. Since Woodrow Wilson took his vote of office, the national debt has skyrocketed. By 1976, it exceeded $500,000,000,000. The interest alone was $27 billion. By 1922, the US debt reached $3 billion. If you put 3 trillion, if you put 3 trillion in the notes in a stack, it would stand 63 miles high. Interest alone takes 2 cents in every tax dollar corrected. Soon will take over 122 cents. No, 52. And soon will take, this was written a way back in the 80s. This book in response to Salman Rushdie. It's well over the 100 cents in every dollar. Nobody wants to reveal, however, to whom all these monies and interest are owed and how the stack got to be so high. The major cause of inflation and the economic collapse was the deliberately created credit inflation by the privately owned Federal Reserve. In 6 years, it had inflated the money supply by 62%, inducing market speculations and unwise investments by middle Americans who were being set up for a shearing. When the shearing came, the sheep took a realistic look at the economy and panicked. Optimism was replaced by economic despair. Despair produced a willingness to accept a major expansion of government controls over the economy. Now the Rockefellers are sharpening their shears to give the sheep of the world another trimming, but this time may be the last time. In 1929, America was a long way from total government, and the next depression will be used as the excuse for a complete socialist fascist controls at home and the creation of a world